Hey y'all, it's Chris and Tammy with Collard Valley Cooks. And nobody can have Easter without good old mac and cheese. So today, we are making our old-fashioned macaroni and cheese recipe out of our third cookbook. It is absolutely delicious. Let's get started. Macaroni noodles. So just add a little salt to your pasta. Now we're going to make our cheese sauce. In the cheese sauce, you're going to have butter, some flour, salt and pepper, milk, and I have chosen creamy melt cheese. I'm using half sharp cheddar and half triple cheddar, and that has a Vermont white cheddar, sharp cheddar, mild cheddar with Philadelphia cream cheese. And both of them have Philadelphia cream cheese in them, okay? So it makes it nice and creamy and yummy. Now we're gonna start out making our gravy, and you're gonna melt your butter first, and then you're gonna add your flour, and you can sift it in, or just sift it before you put it together. So now we're just going to brown it. A lot of people don't realize this, and I really didn't until I had my cooking show and people told me that flour is raw, and it does have a flavor to it that tastes kind of raw, so you really should brown it when you're making any kind of sauce or gravy. And you can start to smell it once it starts to brown, and I can smell that. Can you smell it, Chris?
Yes.
So once you start smelling that toasty smell, then it should be getting ready to add your other ingredients. And we're going to go ahead and add our pepper and our salt. Now remember, all right, the recipe can be found on our website under casseroles. Now we're going to add our milk. And we're going to whisk it in good so it'll be nice and creamy. You don't want it to be lumpy. And we're going to wait till it starts to thicken. I'm going to turn up the temperature a little bit. And once it starts to thicken, we'll add our cheese. Some of you are wondering why I'm using this element on the bar instead of my stove, and it's because the lighting over here is so much better for you guys, and it's much more convenient for me to be able to do everything on the bar than to have to turn around back and forth while I'm cooking. So it's really a convenience to me and a better viewing for you. We cannot run our light over the stove, and so it's just hard for you guys to really see what's going on over there as good. You can really see over here good. Look at that boiling up. Now I'm going to turn it down a little bit. And we're going to start adding our cheese to it. Now, this is not as thick as a normal gravy. And the reason being is because the cheese is going to make it really thick. And you don't want your macaroni and cheese to be dry. So you're going to save just a little bit of cheese for the top of your casserole. So I'll save a little bit of each kind. And then the rest of it you're going to put in your sauce. If you really want it even more cheesy, you can add more cheese to the top of the casserole. Now keep in mind that me and Chris are making a small casserole today just for us. I breathed in that pepper, and Lord, it has really affected me being able to talk. So be careful and don't stand over the top of it when you add it to your gravy. All right, this recipe is in our third cookbook, and if you want to make the whole recipe to fill up a 13 by 9, you will be making the recipe that's listed on the website. This version is halved for me and Chris. So now we're going to add our macaroni to our bowl. And I cooked it about couple of minutes less than it said on the package directions because it's going to be in the oven for a while. And it will absorb a little moisture from our cheese sauce. The great thing about making a cheese sauce is the butter's incorporated into the sauce, and it doesn't keep your pasta from taking on that sauce. If you put butter in your mac and cheese and you just add it to your pasta, then it gets so and greasy that the sauce don't want to stick to it. But when you make macaroni and cheese this way, it stays cheesy. Now we're going to add our cheese sauce. Stir it up. It's really cheesy. We're going to pour it into our baking dish, and I'm going to spray our baking dish with a little olive oil so it cleans up easy. And now we're going to top it with our cheese. And I think I'll get out a little extra to make it pretty. Old-fashioned mac and cheese is something you can put together early. Put it in the refrigerator even for a couple of days. Just don't bake it first. Take it out, slide it in the oven on the day that you're having company, and boy, would it be delicious. All right, let's get it started. We're going to bake it at 350 degrees until it's nice and toasty and cheesy good. This thing is deliciously bubbly. So let's go ahead and dip us some. Oh, this smells so good. With macaroni and cheese, you just want to keep dipping because you know it's going to taste so good. All right, we're going to give this a taste. That tastes just like Mama's. And it's so good. Take out the time to make just a simple little gravy. Add your cheese. Add your noodles. And boy, is it good. Make sure you put plenty of pepper in it because it makes it taste so good. I think I need to go so I can eat it all. We'll see you next time on Collard Valley Cooks, where we cook like Mama did. Bye, y'all. We love ya.